If you consider yourself a monthly girly as opposed to a weekly layout girly, this video is for you. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. This is Quita from AtHomeWithQuita, and here I share tips on how to plan a balanced life. So if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So today's video is going to be all about how to use your monthly planner for weekly planning. This video all sparked because I have a really good friend that is not a fan of the weekly layout at all. It overwhelms her. She said is doing the most. Get somebody else to do it. And so I kind of was able to talk her through how she can use that same monthly layout for weekly planning and it still be effective. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. I am going to plan my month out and I'm going to use the monthly for the weekly as well. So everything's going to be jam-packed all on the monthly layout. So I'm really excited about it. I like videos like this because it also sparks within me a possible need for change. Maybe I may like this new method in which I will adopt it for myself. So I really like opening my mind to different scenarios on how I can better use my planner. So let's turn to the month. I left it blank purposefully so I could do this video. I have a couple of tools off to my side as well that I'm going to use to help me in this process. This is the monthly layout. Again, we revamped it. So we took away the shading. We really try to listen to you guys in terms of product and changing things, taking your suggestions. And so that's what we did. So I'm going to pull those pages out. And so removing the gray really just helps you to be able to have that really true blank space so that you can start from scratch. All right, so I also have some highlighters over here. I feel like color coding is always a great idea, especially when jam packing everything on the monthly layout. You may need to see the variation in the different tasks. You could use one color for monthly tasks, one color for weekly tasks, or you can do a true color coding spread where you indicate every single different task that's like the other tasks grouped by color. So it's really up to you with that. So I thought I'd pull them out just in case. I also have some color coding dots over here and some washi. So we'll see how this all works out. And this is just a great option. Oh, one more tool. I have this line tool here that I was thinking about using because with the the monthly layout, as you see, the boxes are blank. So you don't have any point of reference in terms of making sure things are lined up. So this is always a good idea. And so let's just hop right into it. I'll share with you again my best practices and we're gonna make this work. So that way, again, you could just purchase a monthly planner and within that monthly planner, it's gonna give you 12 months. It's gonna give you probably some notes pages so that way you could keep track of some various other things, take notes or whatever. And it's gonna be just a super thin monthly planner. And this is what it's gonna look like. It'll have the month on 2 pages, most likely. There's also what's considered a month on 1 page, which is this right here. I love this for school planning for Addison. So we are going to see if I'm even able to fit everything that I have going on all on one monthly spread. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to want to do when it comes to just, planning out your weeks on your monthly layout is just go ahead and write in all your monthly tasks. Just get that out the way. Make sure you have every single thing that you have recurring that happens on a monthly level. Go ahead and add that to the monthly spread. Of course, I've got to date it first. As you can see, our layouts are undated, so which works for me because the wastage is sometimes it's real. If you wait, you don't have to worry about wasting a month because you can just pick up where you left off. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and date it out so that way I can start working within what I have going on a high level. And then we're going to break it down and see what we have to do on a weekly level. And we're going to fit it all in here. And I'll add a little decor as I go just based on what I feel it needs. And we'll see what happens. I also want to insert a little message in here, probably somewhere right here. Also, I have some exciting news before I really dive into this. We now have custom planner covers. You guys asked and we made it happen for you. So now if you go onto our website, you go to the main page and then click on the 3 lines on the left hand side. It's going to bring a drop down. Click on start here. There's a little plus sign there, and then go all the way down to where it says build your planner. Click the plus sign there. I know it's going to look a little different on your mobile device, but it's pretty much going to be the same process. Then click on choose your cover. When you do that, it's going to open up another page. The first listing there is for personalized planner covers. I'm so excited about this, okay? And so what you're going to do from here is click customize. You're going to be able to customize this thing whatever way you want. So go ahead and click your size. So we have all of the sizes there on the left hand side, and then you're going to add your image. So drag and drop whatever image you want there in those formats that you see specified, and it could be anything from a photo to a quote. Sky's the limit here, okay? And then you can also add your custom text. That's what makes it custom, right? So add your name, add a quote, add a saying, whatever you want. This is where you're going to do that. And then it's going to give you a little preview there of what the front cover looks like, then what the back cover looks like, and what the inside of the cover is going to look like. So you're going to have so much customizability here from the inside to the outside to really personalize it and make it your own. And for a limited time, not sure how long we're going to do this, but we're also going to throw in a custom name vellum. So that way your planner will really be able to be yours and look like it's yours and be completely customized so that you could pick it up and use it. I find that when things are custom to my liking is when I really pick it up and I use it, and it becomes effective for me. And that's what we want. We want this planner, this tool, to become something effective so that you use it, so that it helps you in your everyday life. And if customizability is what does that for you, let's go. I say less, okay? So it's available now. I will make sure to put the link in the description box so that way you can head on over to our website and pick up one for yourself. All right, so let's get back to this monthly planning after my shameless plug, right? Okay, again, we're gonna date it out, and then I'm gonna come back in and do a little decor, and then we're gonna add our high-level monthly tasks. All right, so I went ahead and wrote everything in, and this is everything that happens for me on a monthly basis that pretty much doesn't change from month to month. So this is always where I start in general when planning for my month, and this is typically how it looks for me. Sometimes I'll come in and put, important events, anniversaries, and things that I need to see at a high level, even though I'm going to write them in my weekly as well. But on this monthly layout, I'm going to put everything. So you're going to see, random stuff that happens on a weekly basis, even if it's recurring, non-recurring. You're going to see all of that here, and I'm hoping I can fit it all, but I think I can. So at this point, if you wanted to go ahead and color code with just, to indicate that these are all monthly things, or you can color code it to let yourself know of the various things grouped by the different categories. Like I could do one color for stuff for Addison. I could do one color for stuff for personal. It's just up to me and up to you with how you would want to do that. Or you could do it all one color, just to let yourself know that this is all monthly. And then when you get ready to do your weekly, you could do that in another color just to kind of have some separation there. It's up to you. Again, I'm just kind of showing you how you can put it all on one monthly spread if, this is what, you think would work best for you. If you want to kind of minimize the planning. I prefer my weeks as well. As you know, I like to drill down, and there's a lot going on for me, so I like to be able to write it all out. Some things on my monthly and some things on my weekly. So again, totally up to you, but I'm looking at my weekly now, just to show you really quickly, if you didn't see the plan with me video that I just did on my channel. All of this stuff here would be things that I would put on the monthly as well in this particular case. So again, as you can see, let me let you see. As you can see, that's a lot. So that's why I like having the weekly and I like having the monthly separate. Although I do drag things over to the weekly from the monthly, if that makes sense. But there's still so many moving parts, like my habits. I put that here on the weekly. My bills, I usually put on my weekly. My zone cleaning, my ministry, you know, broken down type stuff. Also my study schedule of what I'm doing for the meetings is all going to go here. My menu is going to go here as well. So that's why I like having the weekly also. But again, we're going to try to see how much of this we can fit on the monthly layout, so that way you don't have to use a weekly. You can also utilize the sidebar, which is going to be important for you in this case because you have limited space. So you can put all of those kind of recurring weekly things that you haven't put here on the monthly schedule on the weekly. So I'm going to put my cleaning schedule here, and then I'm also going to put my habits. I think I'm going to put my habit tracker here as well, and we'll see where this takes me, because I still have a lot to fill in on my monthly calendar. But again, since I have limited space, I'm going to want to use this. You could also pop in a half sheet, which is what I've done from time to time as well, and that really helps. So that way you just have an extra little bit of space if needed. So next part of this process is I'm going to go ahead and fill in Addison's school stuff. So this is everything that's happening for her. Again, I could color code it if I want to be able to differentiate, and you know, her tasks from my tasks, but in this case, let's just go ahead and get it on paper, and then we'll see how it looks from there. All right, so that was all of her school stuff, and so now I'm going to go ahead and show you how I would use the sidebar. So first, I'm going to put my cleaning schedule here. So I'm going to put Monday through Sunday. All right, and I'm also going to highlight it just so I see it more clearly. And I don't necessarily need, in my case, to be able to see what I do for each zone. I know what that is. I just want to be able to check it off. So that's why I'm writing that in there. I'm also going to go ahead and do some of my habits. I like having a habit tracker on my monthly as well. So let's go ahead and do the habits also. Okay. Again, let's highlight it. All right, so what I'm going to do in this particular case is I'm just going to do tick marks, so that way I can have 7 for the 7 days of the week. Okay, what else do I want to put here? I am going to also put my menu stuff for the week. I have my menu plan usually done just a week out. So I'm just going to show you how that looks. I may not be able to fill in the entire month, but you can do that as well if you have all of that planned out already. Okay, what else do I want to put on the sidebar here? I'm going to put my theocratic schedule because I do the same thing Monday through Sunday. It's just, you know, of course, a different week. So I can do that as a standard item. Okay, so like for instance, Mondays I do my weekly Bible reading. Okay, Tuesdays I do treasures. Wednesdays is the congregation study. And then Thursday is the apply plus living. Friday is Watchtower. So is Saturday, and Sunday is personal study. Okay, you see how that works out so well on the sidebar? I hope I'm not becoming a monthly girl. I feel some type of way right now because I'm like surprisingly shocked that I can fit everything that I need to fit on here. Okay, I do. Okay, so now we have all of our monthly recurring tasks, every single thing that happens on a monthly basis that doesn't change. And we have our sidebar done of some random things that usually I would put on my weekly that really doesn't change either, but I like to be able to check it off. And then we have Addison's school stuff here. So we've got a lot already on this planner spread. We still have a little bit more to go, but look at how much fit already that you would typically put on your weekly layout. Some of it, a lot of it, again, for me, would be on the monthly, with the exception of this and a couple of other things. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to incorporate this here just to give it some depth, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna go ahead and start filling it in with all the other things, from bills to menu to my weekly task, laundry, going out, anything that I'm doing for the week. As much as I know, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the weekly spread. All right, but first I wanna give it a little more pizzazz. Okay, I'm gonna come back and grab some of these. I think I want to use these for bills because I want to be able to see those clearly. I just have to see what color I want to use. Okay, how about this light pink? So I know what my bills are for the whole entire month. I do have a whole section for that in my planner, so I'm going to just turn there real quick, and we are going to write in all of the bills for the whole entire month. And we're going to use these dots to do it. All right. As you can see, those lines really worked out well, just to give it a little extra something, something, you know what I mean? I still want it to look nice, even though, you know, it needs to be more functional. It's going to be nice as well. So that way it's visually appealing. I like looking at visually appealing things. It makes me want to use them. So, hey, do what you will, but you could totally just write in with pen, maybe highlight a couple of things and keep it moving. All right, so I've got my little toolkit here because sometimes when you're picking up these dots, you need some tweezers for sure. So I'm going to grab those and let's go for it. I'm just going to put in all of my bills that I have and then all the rest of my monthly stuff. And I should be wrapping up soon because I'm already pretty much done. Okay, so I'm going to forward you through this process because you don't necessarily need to see this. I'll come back when I have everything done, show you how that looks, and then we will wrap this up, y'all. All right, y'all, I have jam-packed this week with almost everything that needs to be done. And lastly, I want to show you the menu plan, like how I would structure that on a weekly layout. I'm just going to do 1 week because I only know 1 week's worth of meals. Again, I menu plan by the week, so I don't typically do a full month. So I'm going to also color code that just so I can see it. I like things to stand out clearly. And I think I'm going to use a highlighter again. Let's see if maybe we can do a different color this time. Maybe blue. All right. So sometimes what I like to do also is just go ahead and make a spot for it by highlighting as opposed to writing it first and then highlighting it. I think I probably could also do another week because I did go ahead and menu plan for an extra week. But as you can see, it's looking good, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and write in the menu. And this is typically just for dinner. And I do usually like to have everything symmetrical, but all right, there's that. And then let me look at my menu plan because I remembered this week, this 1 week that I just planned for, but I need to recall. All right. And I just typically do dinners here. All right, and then lastly, I'm going to do some reminders. Okay, because there's times when I want to remind myself to do certain things that may not necessarily fall on a certain day, but I like to schedule them in on a certain day so I can remember to do them. So I'm also going to color code that, and we'll use this purple color. All right, I know I have an Amazon return, so I'm just going to write that right over right here. And I like to put in the day that I know it needs to be returned by, so that way I don't miss out on my money and I can get it done before that, usually. Okay, and I'm also planning a cabin trip, so I want to remember to look up cabins and book them. And then I have a friend that's having an event and I need to buy a dress for it, an outfit. I also want to remember to wash the linen, and I typically like to do that on a Sunday. And that actually would be a recurring task, so typically I would put that on every single. Okay, do I have any more? I usually meal plan and do my groceries on Sunday as well. Okay, this is how planning monthly would look for me. So I have every single thing that I need on these pages, which is kind of crazy. It just really shows you how much you have going on at a glance. This is like a high level overview of everything. And so for some people, this might be a lot because it's just a lot to look at. That's why color coding is very beneficial so that you could see, like I know, and of course you'd make a key. Usually I'd make a key somewhere in this box, the last box or on the sidebar, so that I know purple are my reminders, the little pink dot is gonna be my bills, and then everything else, blue is meal planning. So that's, something to think about as well. But usually again, I don't put everything on my monthly, so I don't really typically color code unless it's like for pizzazz or decor to kind of spruce things up. Usually it's just me pen to paper. So I left some openings as well, just in case some things come up. Again, some lines here, just in case I need to write some things in. So you want to consider that as well, is that, sometimes you don't want to fill up all the space because you won't have any room for growth, just in case something comes up, you won't have a space to put it. So keep that in mind as well. And this also works for people that have tiny handwriting like me. Like I don't have a super jumbo handwriting. And so if you are a person that has a larger handwriting, then this may not be the thing for you. So consider that as well. Try to trim down too if it's something that you want to work for you, to see if you can get your handwriting a little bit smaller, because there's not a lot of real estate, as you can see. So this is how you would use your monthly planner for a catch-all to plan all the things that you have going on, from your weekly, your monthly, your bills, your menu planning, your habits, your goals, your cleaning, your spiritual stuff. All of that can technically be done on the monthly spread. I gave you some things to think about just in case, you want to make it work for you, but you're not quite sure. It can work for you. Some things that you may have to change or just accept if you want this type of planning method. All right, so that's it, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. She's back or whatever. Okay, I'm trying to be more consistent with giving you guys content on how you can use a planner to effectively get everything done in your life that you want to get done. Okay, we all got goals. Okay, and a planner is definitely the thing that can help you to reach those goals. So stick around. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. Sometimes I may take a break and life be lifing, and that's my story and I'm sticking to it, but I'm here for the long haul. So hopefully you are here here with me as well. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions. Again, our new customized planner covers are available now. Check the description below. I'll put a link there. And again, for a short period of time, you'll be able to grab a name vellum. So you can put your name on there, a quote, whatever you'd like. So you could have a fully customized planner so that you can use it. That's what we want, okay? Also, I am reintroducing Freebie Friday. So if you guys have been here for some time, you know that I had a series every single Friday where I would share a free printable that you can download from our website. I'm bringing that back, okay? So stay tuned this Friday. I'm probably going to incorporate that insert somehow within the video. So it'll be something along the lines of whatever the insert is, show you how to use it, and then it'll be available for you guys in letter size, and then you can resize it for the planner that you're currently using. All right, so that's my monthly planner spread. I'm not quite sure if I'm sold on the monthly only thing. I really enjoy my weekly planner, and I'm definitely going to continue to use it. But if you're someone that wants to minimize the bulk of your planner, or you just simply want to not have to plan week and months, then this is definitely something that you want to consider implementing into your planner. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you stopping by my channel today. Hopefully you enjoyed it so much so that you'll give me a thumbs up on this video. Also, if you're new here, hopefully you'll consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, I want you guys to come back by and catch another video, in which case I'll see you then.